Hey, Mark McKenzie here. Just want to put together a quick video about PEOs. I'm actually going to put together two videos. One is about what a PEO is, and the other will be about what a PEO actually does. In this first video, I thought this illustration would be helpful. There's essentially four pillars of what a PEO is. Certainly you have the payroll function, medical insurance benefits, workers' compensation, and human resources. Nobody ever got into business so they can do those things, understandably. But because you want to have a profitable business and because you want to be able to attract good employees to come work for you and keep the good employees that you have, and because you want to be able to contain costs with your employees and manage workforce liability, all those things have to be done really well. And so the PEO can support all of that. And then over time, things got even a little bit more complicated, and maybe ancillary benefits got involved with life insurance and dental insurance and disability and vision. And then maybe offer a 401k. And there's probably a TPA, a third-party administrator involved, and a provider. And then you may have something called employment practices liability insurance right now for things like, it's basically divorce insurance for things like wrongful termination and harassment and discrimination. Maybe you have an applicant tracking system as a way to find and onboard new employees into your business. Maybe you have a time and attendance solution for tracking time and paid time off or PTO accruals. And you may even offer your employees an employee assistance program to support them and their families away from the workplace. So you have all of these things going on, or maybe some of them. And odds are they're usually not talking to one another, and they're not integrated. A lot of times what this looks like is you have these siloed vendors, and it's kind of a fragmented process. And so what the PEO does is essentially to defragment all these moving parts and people and processes and get them communicating again. Helps to reduce redundancies, create efficiencies, and certainly helps with the administration of whoever's tasked with administrating all of this, but also helps better support those that are using all of this, your employees. And so the PEO allows all these things to become better integrated and automated. So that's a big part of what the PEO is. And what you're also going to see from a liability perspective is you're going to see this firewall. And so essentially what the PEO is going to be able to do is to better support a lot of your processes and your people, essentially providing a firewall around the stakeholders and the owners of the business to minimize and mitigate the liability that's associated with each one of these exposures. All these things are a liability or a landmine, some bigger than others depending on the business, but they all have liability exposures associated with them. And the PEO, again, provides this layer of insulation around all of them. And so that's what a PEO is. It's better integration, better automation, less redundancy, and more liability protection for the stakeholders of the business. Thanks.